This is Buadu TV, truth and integrity.
I was saying, I'm now coming from Buadu TV. So, first time now, was subscribing now like a video. No, which are commenting so at the comment section, mama. We are now wash now straightforward. You more Yaa Titi akache wa fire. Now, when you say your friend is saying Donald Trump, one Zelensky, I or more Asia, Ukraine president no on Asia. Now, on some Mukany and say Zelensky said. Film a good year or more. I am moving as on only be exchange for arms and I say a US military for no matter what their mom. Donald Trump say, I'll go around the more bottom or bottom. A theatre table parliament is what is more Ghana parliament here. A fire say trophy. Afenyo de me say, I dear why Yaa Titi Yaa Titi Nyane fire meaning. Nina yam computer also. Ewo CTV so na yenkotili
Ukraine man panyi epese ode omo natural resources ekwaji security just say ode jebambo amani kuro no because of eko ewo ne Russia for entem eti na anu amokoye meeting na Donald Trump just one no person age natural resources no the protect Ukraine mine no agreement was a cost between Trump and Zelensky no and me so it's ya no record na misunderstanding ama meeting no anya successful oba me agree on any bibia na e say ukọ Ukraine wamanfo ne panyimfo mo ho so kire say Zelensky niam a oye de ase de oposo oton Ukraine man no na ekwaba ne sa de na o ma impeach no eti say ade na aye efa mienu say Ukraine man panyi say sa de a said Donald Trump any nkwa agreement na open na ife ordinary be kire Europe no akwa akwa so obenya bambo ewo ho a other argument na ekoso ewo various network so kire say e was say Ukraine na nkasa te ase say oye part of Russia enti woni Russia betimi atena se adi nkomo ama sa ntokwa yi omukun omo de kum nipa say japade for all this while a Ghana kwa yenya ho sunsanso Emma anamobia ebetu Ghana ha bia Russia Ukraine war eba da na efene ye gi ye ho ba bia enye ne ye ma ye taxes mi etua san tokwa no e wo so mo hwema etu atwa tie se ukọ Ukraine a enkomo na wa Ukraine na ya fa mienu ya wo mo ne Zelensky ya adwen ene wo mo ne Zelensky nya adwen ene se Donald Trump su gida torchlight wo ono wo hwedi obenya wo Ukraine on se Trump no nam ho no wano adie bi obeye bia oremfa so obenya ma America ban eti sa wadwenya o se Trump one wo bedi nkomo na e bi ade na one wo ba beye ne ye de betimi aboa wo man a odi kan hwadu obenya ansa eti natural resources na woni Zelensky e ka ho asem wo ntimi e agree ya ama meeting na anya successful no ono wo hwe se emfa so ben na America benya ansa no wadwen Ukraine ho ena Zelensky so air security ediama ekon na e wo ne Russia fo ntam eni ti wonu so na ni abra wo pesa security no enkomo we are very broad na efa ye ho se enfa ye ho a e ka ho kira ye ko mu ya fa ma ye excuse enti komo ne bi wo na ekoso e wo wiase a wose ye nyina ye enlighten ne ye hwese die na ama enwadu sam pepeso no ne susu aso ban e na betimi aba ye nso because yet ya na Russia Ukraine war ye de adwa ya somwa e ko wi a kire no na ye sign nam ho e pa aduane o man na ya bu o mu aye de o ma ye excuse wo ye mamu se no nti ne ye bre no na o ma panyi sa da no o ma panyi dada kufado no wa gi suit akwa akohia Ukraine ma panyi e pa aduane ato ana wonim dressing na Ukraine ma panyi de call White House no o mo se wo disrespect White House eti anu kwa entrance wa kwa na ya issue ba ye tina Ghana ema akwa na obonyom rough na jankromade ne kwa she Jubilee na no de asomade na yi aba bukotwa music video oh me refi akwa musician ya omode ne bedru krom hey me ka ni di ameka kire enti wan dress na Zelensky de koye no wodru White House akwa mo se na basa dress be na ade aba hey na wunim sa White House na wo ba no I said the pillow said then the shower. Would your baby do no crown and home combo baby? But we will come to that proper. Just quick one, 5 minutes, and I'll be done on this story. Then, yane our help. Ebekwa kodim komo ediafa sa Russia, Ukraine, and America. Say ntawantawa ya baba to womuntam. Ya agree, and it keka hono. Over the weekend, and yet say Parliament orientation ho. And I think Thursday no na sa argument and start here. Emma another pre sorry what Parliament to say. Sir President Mahama say or cut cost now Fimpo Independence Day celebration or ewo Jubilee House or dear. And your Parliament orientation now wamodieba new MPs no wamonya wo chamber to cut costs. And for that reason, my mini micro minority as wama boycott orientation na cost no. Me so wama boycott to so wamon boycott to enya no na eyabasamo. But enyina so na wo mugina ya de boycott ya na yamasem. Say ene de anodom pre ene Afenyo market ni mini micro minority form ya NPP MPs and we here see a cut cost. E wa Ghana ha. Ya you hypocrisy. Ade ya friend nya atwemwa ho. E ya ade amempa wo mabrabom enipa bi ameme no wonam a wo ya nya atwembia mempa wasem. Ma we yes, enya we yes, we know. And tro konkwansa nya atwom. E ya ade ba ko mi kra chiri kura. Another brady NPP MPs mini micro fade no omoye no. E ya political hypocrisy. He sese munim ade bia ni ho abobeya mo ho be ya kono sese yo. Enti se kamene mu a e kameye di. No ma we se dia mamwo ne ko. Na ne ebedu 2028 na mwade papa bia be package a ma package dia magana for ahwese won be gi ada so wo mo gi. Muti wana sa waja bawe MP no kwa de sempo. Akwa wete Parliament e di sem hunu. He are your first time MPO. Or the Parliament mo amoya panyimfo amakọ orientation mudu aso di nsemu no Parliament ebubu table esisa nkondwa edisi table apampam ono no ya new MP no obaye no obedwane mu dada fada no wodi nsemu no onko orientation mo se ma ne nko na obako orientation a wodi mu panyimfo amatira chamber ho ache no wawu nsamfo a wodi wo Parliament eti se say na mo se ma ne nko orientation no ono obeda ho order na MPs na mo Parliament wo no chamber wo na ankase no kwanya mo faso ye madwuma parliamentary proceedings no obeda do wanya hu nimbe. And you see some mini micro minority for no over 40 new MPs awo mo ba Parliament this last year. It is some ya mo se mo boycott to orientation no mo amobay orientation na mo MPs na mo mahu ko mefa so ayo madwuma na say mo jai wo mo no ma be sa ne ma basabasa no Parliament wo no na eya me da papa say ene NPP fo epese wo mo ka kire yen say yen kate cost yetna Ghana ha e ka kire NPP abai say senya mutimi high private jets Edibesi airport ma kufado ene abira ayise wabroni edware wom no bo man ka mo ka kire ye se oba panyi e wo so aya relax otimi dware wo wiem no otimi da e wo play mu enti ne kwan so no se ye rent jet ni ya rent jet dey airport no esi wo kwa plane no etuo antuo every hour bia wo bia ni sika ye tua wo Ghana ha 18,000 pounds or what? And yet you say na apale na yeka. Yatina Ghana hamakano for yatase wado why you successful in raising bond. And why you watch any kenke party. Obi a wonim nyansa kwabo bosia de be party. Se me kwa ya makobosia bo. Hallelujah me kwa bosia bo de ya ma me bosia. And the bosia ne fa abaya party a read the room. Some na people before them say yan cut cost. Yeah, your orientation ma MP say hu kwanya o mefa so ayo wo madwuma wo chamber afred ya mini micro minority siden munim say na service sika enti mo boycott orientation no me catch speaker say So one my boycott to us, one more boycott to you. Say, Mrana, what chamber when I was say, yeah, Juma. Why would bet to a from Mranibia was a speaker, a punish show. Now, no, some Munua wa present committee, so as say your microphone says a boo and go down at the expense of young taxpayers. So I now see at the payment. Once a speaker, mom, 2 weeks suspension, crano, and yet dead were commander, speaker, or you soon a power to do, and yet to the jurisdiction, and yet the Juman so best suspended, Nasha phone to speak and or what's wedding. It would do some when I was a speaker, Jam, would do some. And that woman, ya who say, Sir, my penny, Mahama, or Katsu cost, not all your independence celebration. Our Jubilee House of the year. Orientation is a couple more minor into my boycott. Once a famina MP not will be. Obi catcher me say ya. As a papa what does who knows why you're independent NP. Now NPP for so no man ko jina wabo ticket so because as some man na do catch no during 2020 elections na asem no da so ya papa ne ya. Na asem bi ntira no wakọ jina NPP ticket so na be say me eno nyam asem. But one will say Honorable Asiama nim ehun here say okwasa orientation ibi nto wati ho Afenyo make na micro minority mu di na chi na mu etona bi aga na ho ye mpe nokore wo ka nokora na obi aye na dwen sa wutan obi eni wata Afenyo make enye hwe obi eni wo beta another pre na mu ni seat no kra asam wo ho onu kwa kanu kwa so parliament onu atimi agina mu aka say mo bia nko orientation bi ntine MPP MPC ti wa mo nko eti wei ye betena Ghana ha ama micro minority for no kodru chamber ho a no makwa akodi nsafo okwa ka mo say eye democracy eye politics munya wo mo abrawa kasa wonim say enipa would you want my chamber what this time no afufrafo na egwom no kwa do so che mo adadafo no ene de NPP for nim say ne categories when I walk car obi ntiase obi nim say politics enya politics so say Ghana yanka nokre o eteli pa bia yo amadwo so obutimi de jandam ena wonim trend na amafa say no some ahwe ye na be ma matino opposition ache nokro we ne ka kire mu a na mo nkrofa na ye omo ya na omo ti social media na omo didi yatem ba me udi matamo we ni matamo me nte wo nche nko school enyo na atua me ka ena enyo na ahwa me enti wo watem na wo di me no nya no na hia me onya no na fa me ho asam no say wasam me ka kire wo ena me ka twa me na mo platform what you know the TikTok maybe kita platform what traditional say wo social media eti wo tena wo kona mo nkuko buonim na wa adwe say wo didi matem eno ya wo case one people for no mo di nsem no ya ka cha mo hote one ade politics say o my mu ni nyina mo nkosua ade fa ade ne meya adwuma mo wo constituency a wo to wa say me leader say ma me nkonti ma boycott abrawo ba parliament wo first action obaye ne say wo be bu nkoja che microphone wo first ade a wo ya no bubu nkonya etutu microphone SNS kata ho why do you say wo niam na wo de to constituency one na oh ya fa ogoro no eno bi de ye wo chamber ho nti wo ba ya no na wo ye orientation ase be nko ebo amane ka wo afa de wo dim se de service ka mo man na ku for the two krom ha ewesi wo man ni sika na ye ka na se na mo se ye NDC fo near your anti-government. That is the word I'm using my. Yeah, can't some I must see your anti-government. Yet no come ha. Emma can offer yata. Nanije wants to do a money composia because what do a money bobosia and a data bank benya chefa. Or do a money bobosia na data bank a whole percentage. Et it can be an nanije wants to a magana bobosia near boka. Satan no one can check and offer yata say, who bought money car save cost. Ni atina Ghana ha na sha 7 near den sabafo de agum mo aka nkire ya kan say dana bi ane ne nkrofo sa mo bo man ne kro no mo bo man ne ka mo nkate kos mo ahunya sa aka sa asem na nkire wo mo na na de dan kwa kufado etira krom ha ti private jet mu mo aka nkire no otam a whole Land Cruiser de akonwa sim e de police ne driver ka ho eso air condition si akonwa so mo aka nkire na kufado say akonwa na wo de asika mu anu ko a etwa road kwaba no e ye carbon jai Quarantation I will say a cabo intimenco. Near Yana Janua Bata Parliament, no dim quasem. Bewa. Near 20 years old. Sha, NPP for young crophobia. Who come as a won't come reader. Or my viewers as a muquad or mudim yasemunyansa. I don't know that kind of perception that you people have. But at the end of the day, they end up doing nonsense. My viewers so many have seen chain Bia wa Ghana yet ya NPP near NPP ni who or Busa we are Buabukra. Just as some mindset in our marginum. What Jane money and I do to opposition. I'm better watch it. Ha! More better than watch I mean I make a show. Bukom money and I'm with it together. I'm with Bob mine. What Jane was so being come was any pan one yenipa. And that's the reason why I'm young Casaminia or Katachi Adia Wuye. One Casa wouldn't say Jandam and so yeah. Sad and Adia Bakwa Mempe. A media beef for some wine. Better than us a wood and some na a yawu say. Ignorant people will listen to this kind of characters and they will form a different idea. Wow, some tribalism na ya wakana hano. Yan should be ye pa. Some penny for no more ministers, any MPs in ya. Yet not radio and TV so I condemn it. Now whereby a journalist, a better TV, and also a better social media. Now all play tribalism. Then I begin to ask myself, since it's any panel, or Bunipa sa nipa. It is because umu yanko nipa umuno. What Jenya says so be ya kani ya santini or no kwano ye dipentino. So be ye amunani no be free a tifidu mantemwa sandi pan de on Ghana. And if you take cabinet ministers, President Mahama kwa ayisisia, Northern region na woka wasam kwa say President Mahama ya amunafo de Northern region esram fama mu no e fa nkosi Bono for representation wom, Western region war representation wom, Ashanti region our representation wom, Eastern region, all regions now what kind of hangina regional balance. Take the cabinet ministers and check. Then you can sit on social media. Say President Mahama yes funny and una. Please, this below the bells. Below the belt. Say yan she yahu ya de what time be to yan kasa yahu tab but yenim eti anu na ma obi hu ne ho so ya santini ya kani no hu anwunani anadwe yan se sa nipa ne nya nipa na dwe yan se sa nipa no onka Ghana ho obi ya kani ya santini no hu sremni a na dwe yan se sa nipa no onye nipa anaso onka Ghana ho. That thing is wrong. And ya continuously wa Ghana ha ama Yadin chichemubia bayemu bayanim se edi yenya. And one thing I yen some show for binum enim. And it's a who con northern region. And you say be a northern region no munina ya baku. Ya box woman you have masha box baku, but it is wrong. Who upper east, upper west, northern savannah. Who a honina or bia one casa or bia one mamre. Sanya wo ba kan ma mu a abono fo wo mamamre asante fo wo mo de wo ko apoamantam a akuapem fo wo mo de sa na tie e watifido mantam ho ba ye te hanom a ya box wo mo nyina de ato box ba ko mi se wo mo ye sirifo aniti na obi kradua na se obi free no offer at all costs I was so at hausa at all costs I was so at hausa. Who told you obi akramoni akwan bia so at hausa me wo bi wo ho ye kramoni so ya santini. It is any pan by force or so a house. Now, how's that the one that catch on Pose Ghana Casa? One that catch us a Ghana Casa. Any aya Sanya Manana, teach through the NPP communicators, more Pesantiano, now someone here and a Baba Matino position. What would Jandam now, Masasian? Moba Bresse. Say, Yana, Moba quantity, Moba bread, Papa, because let me tell you something. It's a kind of when you breathe. Sha, Yenya breathe. We've gone beyond tribalism. What do you say, baby? I'm a sino. Mamma twas and yantum from him. Men can't send me a bema or be a cinemia, a bania. Men can't send me a be a near bayania. Wouldn't him say one cousin would do one bro? Wouldn't him say one cousin would do one? and yatina krom han yaso sadia no so besi ne yeguso so na a whole person or friend who journalist eso camera sin anim at social media so na we tribalism na wa we tribalism ni we na akodafia nti wutimi da nipa bia ni wan ho amfa so chen wo bio metiyai metimi kasa me ho amfa so chen wo de hye. It is never true. God have a purpose of creating every single human being, and every single human being have his unique way of living. Our bia e wona so ne de o man no nya na so mfa so. Na wo ye hwan? Who are you? We are Santini and so what? We are Kani and so what? Me ya burunim ya Kani and so what? Enti dey. Me ya burunim na ya dey. Enti me ho afa so cha de ofi anwuraba mu anasa de ofisium. This is a damn na wa ya adwirim. Sa tribalism no a dam. Mummy jai. Another reason why NPP for who am so mo kwa de nim jasa wa Ghana. Ya boycott orientation ya ko. Someone na mo sia some kate cost dia enya ya nko. Look at them. Who loses? Na kamena me we constituency no wan kwa. Ka ba ya na ka ba ya makacha electoral commission say wo ye betu. Because enya de papa bi na akoye wo chamber ho aboa ye nti ye betu. Yanko ensafoforo so. Ye manhunu se ya na ye de sika na ha na ye se kuro no. Wo koka na ye nsem bebre na obi ti ba bi na odidi atem. No okay cancer phone. Says I wish and Kwama Medesha Ukraine and Afenyo Donald Trump. Among Kwama and Kwamobi a fire in Ayahu. Smith me bacho yen temfa our harbor to so na yen chan and tentem na fe yenko and there ye wo eniema bebre was ye. And it is a say oko foreign media and Kwama ekoso edroso. Say Ukraine na kasa na ewo ho no minimara santokwa no wo mpese wo mejaye o bekwa minim so wo ma dwensu am se so wo jaye e kire se bia Russia edi wo musunkunim enti Zelensky na ni abreden den pese ekwan bia so asentoton tokwa no wo konkosi awieye o sedanyo because I think say oka se obefra Putin asu so ofra Putin ankomo oni ni bedie eno na say ye hwe ho asem aka asem we.
When in the Yadrin,
men in Yadrin because say ye shame when yes, sir. Ye shame,
yes,
and ye who says cannot one far papa so. Yen as you enemy said bank it ye, a sika yatiti move room crack, and the aqua was saying that chinty. It is a says cano, who found out the far crime money so near children. So she be a self-attabia was here the mount. A Drew baby at the Abema and Crawford sympathizing with him and they say, yeah, what I am Crawford and almost so did that board will be so almost Sicano.
Okay,
one more far crime one so Eddie near my yes, Binum cried the question one saw the school. Hey, a bin so the question one saw him. Sound Crawford in I one day.
Bank in Sicano.
Aye, it's the another master, some no a Drew baby. I said by us, Cacrabe. I said, you no. So when you come up for send you, and I said, Nidia no a cobadas, and then more bank and I you go now. Apart from Unibank, GN Bank, and Heritage Bank. I no cry now buying sign the one more car now buying into
yes. Heritage Bank, GN Bank, and now buy the car. Yes, it's true.
What about me? What's a member of contractors? You can't almost quite a almost quite a project in Albertia. And a well, no, what about this? You can't went to ya. And what's I you ten Abacata, Mr. Bank and Akko from to because open second for that idea cost.
No.
So we are no, dear na akekake kano, and no crown see a remwa. Nay, you almost show a magic pussy and woman chia.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I may lead you to.
The Omiyah consolidated, base capital, Omiyah consolidated.
There is no those who Unibank.
Okay, Kaboom, Omiyah consolidated.
Unibank, Munina, South consolidated. And I made a hammer power, our bank, as some women say. Consolidated, no be seen there. Say, ya bind ya.
Debbie.
And he for no much as our consolidated bank in it.
Ayo. Madame,
Aya question bi a wasi ebisa ne pa no ye because enkofuku a me matese wo mo no mo hye consolidated na chi no na chese uni bank ni we ni ma ye hye da gu no kikabo mo ye ne consolidated no asem wachiri woni se consolidated no omuni dan ba akokora
da bia woni bi
omuni asset ba akumpo enti ye mi se ye ho se enkofuku no mo hye consolidated bank achi no sika sen no mo de baje bank no Unibank offices are not one na and no consolidated fund
and ba ku bi so base capital from office and no consolidated and no use
offices
yes consolidated for no sika say no mo de be share bank ni mu ansa na Bank of Ghana e dan ama wo mo
we be asem
Mona mo sha chire no mo de abonya
ye be pom ntoma oba pay woni odi asaba ye be pom ntoma e san say banks ni bi omgu na ya adwemmone Heritage Bank say Heritage Bank no nika bibia na aban ni panyina na Bank of Ghana panyina wonyani nyina na so adwemmone kire say ni wura na ye say edu agongo no omususu so ye NDC ni ntino no sana na esa say me ba oba me ba esa say foforo no wo susu say na wo ye NDC ni e no mo gina so ye NDC ni ntin ye gu no NDC ni de onya nipa NPP for me fanko
wo mo susu say
what be that
Omunim so ya NDC ni wo ya NDC ni dia yengu no
na da NDC no nyenipa se do agongo nyenipa onye Ghana ni o je tax
NPP for mu bu Ghana for mu ya NDC for so mu yenipa enka okatache ntimi ntina social media so enim se ntropa no wodi say ambulance fremo pare ne che tricycle fremo pare okatache onim omi anambra no wono anim say ambulance tricycle si e fremo pare ne gina Jubilee House en woje NPP for ne de brem won so wasa twa ne ho se dwoma ama na akoto won say ambulance service for be press conference no on kan wasem
oba pay adwuma ya ye obia ne din so boy so wan din obo wan din obo so ba pa ana so obo so di asempa ana mi Kofi Ametia Ghana fo ahwe ye no ene obo mutie no obia ne suban se wofu na ade na ma obia nim
ana yesa de ya me ya ne say o say internet na e wo ho do galabos be bring nam
oh yes
ene obi wo ho a information no onya ya you obeka no obeji adi and that's the reason why it saddened my heart say onu of all people ever try say all your tribalism tribal well and komobi wo ho a enye healthy for ye gina because ye kasi ye kono tribalism
emwa
ene Ghana no ke be chiche no obi amfa no
Ghana ye nyina nipa ba ko
asabu ma fo mre bi kwa kan say regional wasase so die ni so no won sam fata se wudi NPP ani ko
leak audio bi e ba
yeah asabu no man kan chiro asabu ma fo groma Ghana for ye nyina ya to ye no amu no so se panyin kasasa
yes it's true
because Ghana no obia region bia contribute to bibi region bia contribute bibi
oba ya apart from say contribution kwan ye nipa ba ya wale ye ho ana ye ti ha tene kwanse ye ko create ade bi identity mu be dia bi ehun hiansa na ya tra ho eye tete
tribalism de eye kobo bi a mempa kra
say ade oye neba ade ntokwa ba
yes identity mu ba enye
okay social media na anwonafo ne esirefo nko na ya mamoema wo hwe cabinet ministers yi kura ampa northern region kura representatives wa mo ye say so sempe
na emra na do ba be yo mampani na ofa na busuafo ne wo fa asefo ne ade no eno no ohu ye anase no ntikuro ma no
omo ye nipa che
ya no Kofi mimiti ai uni mo mpa ma sempa e wo Ghana ha anwonafo I'm telling you wo ye nipa say
enso ya santini o
am ya santini pure I'm telling you me pa anwonafo asem because on so ka so oyi ni yema ya ade ama wa
oyi ni yem na obaye so aye ni ye
the last time be me call that mango me call ye no omo ye nipa bi a onfa ho say oya hogwo
yes
oya hogwo kwampa
no be show ye
yes enti me ka say hotel na ye kodae no omo ma breakfast pe but omo ma aduane foforo bia lady no minim ni ba bia but o hyehyɛ anka ne ayi wo hotel no nchen
yeah
ana me ka chen say oh aduane a me pɛ di na hwa me kokoro mu a minya tinka mbese me di dwama no no aduane ne ma me
okay
for be 1 week I kodi wo ho nyina awia anwumre
oro na nua aduane ma wa eso ni mu ba bia ya nkrofo e bia enka adwemmo ne ode aduro kura atum ama wo
o man di aduru nsa ma se ya totwe ba bi
o poison o kura ku
ai ya totwe ba bi because
ni nipa ba na wo hu say omu je nipa
I'm telling you
omu dwi nipa ho ade ba ko ama omu panyimfo no me du omu ho ya ne say omu be duru start ha no omu ye yi ase
no mo refi soro ho ene ye no kure
eno de bia me bo ba
eno kure
omu free no mo be duru start na ekoyi a it's like say ya no omu suro so omu ko meku omu o say dan yi omu nim da perception behind
me didi he dani ho
na ya no omu refi ho
omu ta ke kan de ba me didi he dani
so kwa ye be ko
udru kuro ni mu a enipa na ewo kuro ni mu no you could see say omu wote mama nipa
ampo
omu dwi nipa
true
na je nti omu kan omu ye ntafo de aka ntafo
e just ntafo
kan do
ka ba ko ba ko ni na
ana on ade ba ko so omu ba ye ha no mo sei na ba ko fo ba be rent dan wo fi a ana fi a mo ti mo be rent dan wo ha o mu na de ba ko abeka no asan de ba ko abeka o ba ko na dan ba ko bia nipa be 10 no mu wo mu obi asori ano ko na dwuma so no asan so ba se be obenya bia di aha but yen a your friend won say yen na yen ye ka me say no adwemmoni e woni patri mu nya asem keto akura.
There is a development ewo me constituency.
Okay, which is
Domiabla Obum constituency.
Okay.
Na unim say MMDC assembly. Yene English amount for and a share district. Eye gas out. Nti mi gina na me kasa ewo gas out MMDC wonsem.
Okay.
In the last 8 years. Na nipa kura oye MMDC no. Na
one municipal na
municipal
okay,
municipal MC.
Okay.
Na Ofribotano English amount from constituency in the last 8 years. Na washama development e was enko Botiano English amount from constituency ni nyina akọ honom. Domiabla Obom constituency ye nya one benefit e wo honom 1 inch kilometer road mpo. MMDC we MC we buy no. When time my 1 inch kilometer road.
O ka Akufado MC no dey buy.
All because MC na etusu no. Na ofri Botiano English amount from constituency. On the two constituencies sharing the same district.
Okay.
Now this time around, no, Domiabla Obom constituency we have been deprived for a very long time in terms of development. In fact, Uba constituency one machine ho. Quite just say
no problem.
Your problem pa. Na Samria he says
number because do me kwa benya you the same challenge. Ya kwanye
e hard dream
jama enough ya kwanye chese ofa baby a constituency bia wo Ghana ha bia wo kwan problem constituency bia be famu bia e wo infrastructure problem. So what is the cause
on say the man no ye ya ne say
enti momo dia no disadvantage amunya ye because na MC no ho no e free English.
Yes.
And yes, and come up and free Botiano ana.
Free English amount from Botiano. One constituency. Ena Domiabla Obom nso one constituency.
Na mo Domiabla.
Domiabla.
Okay.
Na
but I say.
There no. Nya development bia. Nya any part of the national cake.
Say mo pese ofri mo ho.
And there was said this time around 8 years Botiano English amount from 8 years you come to Domiabla Obom. And as a 4 years no, you should come to Domiabla Obom constituency. Now, Mati said the party leadership want to bring the MC to Domiabla Obom constituency, as we all want. Now, Omuko first interview or original level. And they shortly say the constituency acting chairman. And they shortly say the constituency secretary, Daniel Nisaki. Ye koda be na otwim na ya sorry ya say omu be ko national vetting na ya twa regional vetting nim ya twa regional vetting nim
a na 10 ana
omu say ko another regional vetting biom na omu ko original vetting na omu ko original vetting no bae no na omu ko shortlist e another person aba be shem
ano nka wonda
nipa kro no constituency ho no politics ayeye no ye nim no wo ho.
Okay.
Obe contest as a parliamentary candidate on your 4 votes. a total rejection by the people.
Okay.
She doesn't stay in the constituency. I don't want to mention her name. She doesn't stay in the constituency. She doesn't have any property in the constituency. She doesn't come from the constituency.
Okay.
I know her very well. She knows me very well. I don't have any personal issues with her. But the truth of the matter is that the people of the Oblabom constituency, the party leadership have toiled. Oma break 8 years in opposition. On say a rural community.
Yeah.
Nanti 2 weekends na man for je party adwuma anya asem ketwa. Na ye say party acting chairman pray and a party constituency secretary why secretary for 8 good years or also print no yankofa a third person near vast position no emano enti ya shortlist sa nipa we and number can already shortlist na edin kan ye no am say nipa no abeye 3 from the Oblabom constituency and then 2 from Bochano English amount from constituency. Yes, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say the grassroots people no more no mun nisika o de lobby. Ah, mo betua sika dia ma some big people in the party. Ama ye hu say we mu na wo say yemfa yi no mo. Yenhwe o ma djuma o ma jade ma party no. Na reward a esese yemfa mo no. Yemfa mo yenhwe o mo competent as well. Say, do they have the knowledge and the skill to man that capacity, you know? Na yemfa sa reward on your day. Momo, esan say, ya say, ube several parties sa in opposition for 8 good years. Na remember, na ebe select obi amana be MCE or district or no, any the real party people, branch people are ma je djuma de ma party no. Uko for obi from but na ho no ma. In fact, the assembly members are more gas out electoral area. Omo imagine say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. So one more obia we party executive din say ombeye MC or gas out they will reject any other person. Enti me first akwanya we so. Nam their party leadership chow. Minim say our current national chairman Johnson Esedu Nketia, the general mosquito. Me body I'm sorry. Because me say he has served the party in that line. Now we know how it is to serve party in opposition. Okay. Yes, Rano say omu consider someone to become a municipal chief executive. They should look between the candidate and several party executive or muhonomuno. No munka or munafasa reward no yede. Emo say the bear almost be kai party for more grounds are almost upgrade my party no. Okay. And you know,
Mama Madela kwaba na fi wacha se Bradela it's saying. Obesa me come dum fi anya wi aka me.
Ya nya do me hu ye pa.
The word Jesus no. O me se me bo charge bia.
David.
Okay.
We are na ma chiro me office we chire. Mo run about ke je bi na wa.
Ka ke to bi na wa.
Right. O mo say me na.
Ai.
Te hona me want.
Me ho na me mra. Into no long talk.
David. Into yengasa we bring.
Okay. But Richard, the young crowd, the next 5 minutes on. So now,
the State of the Nation address, I said, John Dramani Mahama, I address it public now, which means there's a new line. There's a hope. I was going to say, Ghana, Amamuno, and yet Ukolajuma, and then yet a good year. We share a Yama, boss, whom I who yena. Especially media, they're not a Kamakuma, a Yamabia, or Kika or Musa or Person Bambaye. On say, Yabako election, no, it's John Dramani Mahama from 2020. Now, a type of big push. I $10 billion infrastructure projects. Are now person yena. All can State of the Nation address, no, or can one say, or best share no this big push infrastructure projects, no, a bem, never to me, Abuama and improve. The infrastructure you lucky or memu. Nti I did kasa dem say what be president or san eka ho asem no na che say ade bia e dana koma so a obehwe na wadi ho dwuma na afen so wo hwe bibi ti say energy sector e ka e da ho no mu no ehu e ka ne ehu pa o nanso on my hope say achia ne mbuye e wo say yenye yentoto niam tentem ne mfa bridge sa gab no se de be a car NPP aban we aburudigu ho no no ye behwe ne atete sa aka na eden e de afiri ho no wo de eno to nchen a okande bi ana nyankasa me pese me kotu na was say the energy sector alone owns 68 billion Ghana cedis. And a cocoa board is also highly indebted with its balance sheet indicating a total debt of 32.5 billion, out of which 9.7 billion is due to be paid at the end of September 2025. Inti ECG nkwaka President Akufo-Addo betena so president no. Ohwema Ghana for eboroye no 68 billion. Now out of 68 billion no, cocoa board so esa deka cocoa aye to atoni enya ho mfaso no. Omo de ho ka 32.5 billion. Now sa 32.5 billion no. September we are I was saying coach 9 billion, 9.7. Cocoa yen dua cocoa. Kuani dua no cocoa. Na cocoa board yen fa sika ma say yen hyehyeye na fa to cocoa no na esomra mfaso e ma o man wi sika ade ma odi to cocoa ye cocoa no dwadie no wa hwama eka abesoa sa board honom 38.5 billion na ye ka 38.5 billion ye sika keto awu enso o hwe omo ye adwuma cocoa board a enhyehyeye a NPP aban ye ma staff akatua ekọ soro omo CEO na kwatua asem ekọ soro eno de anka eka no they were okay nanso am say eka we Ghana for kanti no yamburu kanungu woni yanko me de menka say eka we no e da ho kekenti no aban no wonka na sa keke okay say investigation bi wo honom a wo se yenhwe na se yenya e wo se yenye sa investigation no na se sikadie bi akoso wo honom a sa nkofo no madi seska no yemma mra na yeden eni omundi esan say wo hwe bra president Akufo-Addo be president na cocoa sector wo hwe the rate na increase in terms of tonnage production no Akufo-Addo be president from 2017 up to 2028 no na after reduce by 50%. Na yentimi enkoso na enunti na Ghana for ya to aba e de ama His Excellency John Dramani Mahama yenim say o de hyehyɛ pa e ba be boa the cocoa sector na ama cocoa sector no aguru na ama cocoa sector no in terms of production no capacity no so ayden I improve na eba na sa eka we a ekoso cocoa board no emba bi na John Dramani Mahama wasaka His Excellency say free fertilizer na e de ma cocoa akuafo ema omu cocoa sem no eye yie no obesa de sa niam na ayden abanti cocoa akuafo His Excellency John Dramani Mahama was see mu fertilizer no was and the bremo the free fertilizer project ye be san de aba na me de no no e to nchen a
in addition to the public debt which amounts to a staggering 721 billion
aya ko se IMF mwaye na economy hun sensem no yenhwe na improve wo honom NPP for the campaign massively so mo ba mo nko IMF biom na ombedi president no de na wo hono kwa no mo extend ye ewu ye no omusa akosan a new IMF bill na IMF bill a yi a MPP for kosan no na nke ye hwe se ebetimi aboa ama yisika sem no a toto ape no anka etima improve enso o hwe ade a president kan na was say not even the restraints of an IMF program were enough for the previous managers of the economy to exercise prudence in management of finance. Enti IMF nhyehyɛ nyina omode to ho no MPP for entimi end so Akufo-Addo wentimi end so ama yesika sema na oseka enhwe na engina no entimi anyeden engina ama saa eka no nyina da so ewo ho no enti state of the nation address ne de enema bebre ekoso na me de I take present say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama obeboa no wahwe ama yesika sem economy na say boni beka say is in disarray no obeboa ama na revamp ama niama akoso na oka say ade ba ko e be augment the economy way the 24-hour economy. I was say as we speak now no there is a lot of roadmaps ye dey to was say the be ya sa 24-hour economy ni betima start na boost your economy no ama economy no etimi afa ntoma pa na efra.
Okay. Mame ko the Lahore State of the Nation's address. So ochna 4th, right?
Yes.
NPP for say a china normally the true state of the nation address but
ya me da se bebre me fa nchiama ahwefo na me nka se eda ye de Afenyo mark in see so as minority leader oye comment bi a bibisa me hu se abranti nti what politics ase ya to aba ma o mo lusu beye a kire se ebufuo awo nkrofo mu efa wo aban no enti de wo yere se senka wo twen kakra be 1 year 6 months bi na aban na edina baso no ebia oye mistake ana wa ba kasa eda edi Afenyo makisi so kan parliament se Ghana for politics afa no be politics pa kire enti wo waja oman a ye to wache anopa ye to wache 10 cedi ni 8 cedi wo ba ye ye to wache 2 cedi mendi wache 3 cedi da mentumi ndi wache 2 cedis ani ye to wele ye to 50 pesos wo ba ko na wache ye 10 cedi wele ye twa 5 cedis baby ye twa 10 cedi wele o sa ban no na se wo lusu se ya feria nke ye person ka feria egu no ka obanya botra tena baby ama nipa ka se oh aban fufuro oba ye say nti ye fan compare ansa na mabem oya politics ye hwe de economy odi gya yen mu na mubu oman fie nwotwe ye de oman na hye munsa eti se enfie nwotwe na se yaba betena akonya so be 6 weeks nie na se 6 weeks ni minority said they are going to read the true state of the economy. It means our person catch and say the Akufado de ma ye no enye papa Afenyo de papa neighbor because we are 6 months into the administration of Jomama.
Yeah.
Enti die na obeka Jomama 6 months no obaye me say salary simple yentua nkrofo people have not taken the salaries. Now let's go. Ye be de omampen Jomama ase and in the state of the nation address or the buy. Yes, I would name omampen Jomama 2012 2016 and in there you see some form of vibrancy, somebody who knows too much, the experience is enormous, he's exhibiting serious maturity. What you say papa I just say enormous simple in first no kanino ya ba bona paso na on the state of the nation betuja wa ma betina wan amba man nsa so buebue embedi aban dada no atem wa ba be lamentations o obai no say the economy is not good. Economy no de enye na de enti a enye no enu nie. Wa mamba ye de na Akufado de ye president Akufado time no na economy na say ye bi atete apansam omamu ni ye in discipline economy jomambe omanpeni jomama yesa obai ye pe no say economy is not good. De enti a me say economy enye no enie. Yatama ye de oman yi eman Akufado ane NPP aban. Not the total debt stock of this nation. Your money kaya dear, 122 billion.
Yeah.
From Kwame Nkrumah, that is 1957 down up to 2016, 2017, 122. Akufado Abebu money fiem or cheaper. Oko, not the 599 billion. And a car, what body I'll account. And Tia Kaye 721 billion. Ye be sent na Akufado na pay for the NPP for. Say, what the mon ferry the empo. Eat a humble pie. Na mon kan kire say, eti sika over 600 billion na mo boy ya mo ye no. What ye dey? Because ya na meti say woka. Ya kwan ye. Ye see schools, ye see hospitals. E come the nipa, ye create juma. Eti 600 billion no. Ya no mo bottle wono omo de ye den 600 billion a car in film watch it say omanpen Nana Akufado in film miense bi obo besia 300 billion me no ka say ya this year se omanpen Jomama tua a car no ya bottle no obo otua ho nsi ho 280 billion. That was it me ba be ye true state of the nation address and tell people what Jayaka say Emma and the year ya womi ya 280 billion ya enya numpo na yare ho enya numpo nkuampo se the canaba mo mine de kama sectors of the economy edika ebi na menu yake oko energy sector nko a ECG ne nkro for deka 70 billion 68 point something 70 billion omungwa ya uton kan ya wuntuaka
metua ese prepaid
enya prepaid enti ye to prepaid no a ye tuaka wunni kania ye twa wo kania wa wo use post be paid enti ye den na ban no omogigi sikeri nyina de call ECG na still e kada ECG mo de ka 70 billion and now ya me no ka say embre be besin ko be 2 years o per meter awo ECG wa wo nyebi wakọ na wo tue sika 2005 no yes ko e bo 6 months 1 year na mai enti sika na ko ECG foto mu nyina nya bibia o abane de nhihye bi ba ese ECG fo sika no nyina enko an account se wonni mu anu na ma managing director Dubik Mahama no resign ye sika no ya jeje nkania na yetua no aban no director finance minister director se enko an escrow account sika no kogumu a eye sika yesi ECG use de ne tuma no na aban no de ne sa bebom ma me yemfa musika kakran fa nkoye wei ma yemfa musika kakran nkoye wei ma yemfa musika kakran wei enye ECG na ye ko wo aban na de omunsa kobo ECG sika no e na wo de kase ya ba beto amaye ubi ya say on the 4th of March me kwa koye true state of the nation we stay 6 weeks 6 weeks of a government you are going to do when they advise Afenyo make me nua no sebi oye gu ye nipa se to oye mankrofo kasa no wododo a government is in power for 6 months not even 2 months you are going to do true state of the nation and talk about what tell me deputy ministers are not even in place state of the nation now wo ka dey 6 weeks you ask yourself whether this guy is serious your politics full bia yenye bi nyanko e baby e no ye ya cocoa board said the menu yake otokoko no tuaka otokoko no obetuaka akobo besia ento de botokoko no wia no tua woka eye da na obi ato obi ton ice water boka ye to ye tua woka die nti na eso cocoa board abo ka abo besia se die yo edika 32 billion na amensra ndc aban no ne John Mahama ne na ban no se ye mpese ye beti se aban no deka ne akwakoda o we must find out e die nti e kan ba ye na nipa o ma kan ba se kro no a ye twi nipa ko na so because se ya na ebeye no a cocoa board an institution no ko bob besia fi abrochire ba syndicated loan no de aba na utokoko no atu aka utokoko no ya even private sector so utokoko no ti do it is a utokoko na metua wo ka wo ba kokoko for no wo mo fertilizer free wo ba wotwem oton ko fertilizer na de chom free no ba ya na wo de ko Ghana cedis ekuafo se ye ntumi nto wo de guda ma ne pro enti die na ban we aye wo cocoa board ho a eye de cocoa board eboka meanwhile otokoko no ya okoton de ba onyamfa so be almost 60% e wo so enti otokoko no na koton aye so onyamfa so die enti na so se boka ye dwene ho a ye ntiase na ye fi se aban payfo e so wo mo hwim dem me se meko free SHS oman page amasa kan o kan opposition na no ba pen e beda Ghana for ase bebre o to abama no ba o se free SHS no a enu no ya adepa ba akopa na akufa do de ba no kra no kura no bebi ejira sesi ano ne to si nsuom ya me teacher ni o ba kira de 26 years me a second cycle coordinator Ashama municipality me na me secondary school so uko secondary school na so who the way the head teachers are suffering ebi wo ha wo mo yuruna bebi ankwala no don so anase ankwala no je wo mo 9 sebia no pa wo mo didie esi eto deto esi eto liquid soap esi eto na wo be kono be school no ntumi nto liquid sikamba ye e mo fa nto liquid soap anase cashier into bako bata so and aso bako nkwala dware no na second cycle coordinator ya frame na me kokotwa ya wontumi ngina ho 2 minutes say your water closet. Oh Jesus. Yeah, a time. Schools in your boboa, but I say program bit is sports, culture, ni good. Because our benefits come by and Kolani Kobo ball, one at ball, one at Jesse. Si come on move top petrol for good bus in Masamoko. And son, we talk about sports. Yako. And Kolani cross put on Didi. Our he. I couldn't call it the ball. Who called Mr. So had Mr. Say, si come by free such as a release this Kabia Mai. Now, dear, but come and pay your mamma can say, free such as an cancel. See, you improve a Dianian Kolani Diwo school. And to Basha, and then Kolana started to chop pictures to Facebook.
I know be a child watching.
Me does say, yeah, wouldn't even say me. We are always in the setup, wouldn't even say me, but that say. And then Kolani Dia, no, woman, the uncle Siane, what Chebi, the business, Church, what to say. There is improvement. Yeah, you know, school, and Casa, you do school, a better. Or between best school, the dear school, the no coffee, no, I can see as a school, and why you're fine. Obey, I know for. And the free searchers in college, you know, with your one Casa started come. Now, I never come and your mamma can ya or say, own chim, obey ye, and then I say, assemble for na hey one say or say beneficiaries now ban way in fear what in chi almost say total beneficiaries 5.1 million say nkwala omanya free seekers won nkwala ne 5.1 million into your Ministry of Education and yes some fan krata mai ya mo de nkrata mai nkwala wo school omanya mfaso say almost 3.4 it is about the 5.1 na mo de gisike dia na say na ye dia na say na mo de dada ye
no krata 3.4 ni free man.
Over, yeah, 2.4, 2 something.
We have about 2.1.
Amazing.
Million.
And it's our 2.1 million. Say minister not announce coordinators and free SHS secretariat not this number no na ye juma dia. Na omo je hu sika na. Na ya say National Service Secretariat die ni bi. I go for to hure medwane ko no. Enti sa sika yi na mo de chi hu sika. They had 3.4, we said for 5.1. Just a trunk one, Omacatcher. I dear Baku, and Pennica, a year me down, they fighting corruption in the Manin country or appointees. I am one of them. I am likely to manage, I am about to enter my office, maybe, and then they receive the echo. Okay. Yeah, ora. Any would nimnas or your man paying your mamma an appointee. That's all compare one some say you are going to get yourself involved in corrupt acts. Adia papa nenia brewche the oil to say this time the man is going to deal with people because he has set an office in his office to receive complaints about corrupt activities. And ideally see or no better on office in po and say what and it's a would nimna say the who say chrono na me koboa and as my baba be manya kwanya and ti be the mensa be bob skemu a ubenu hu bia papa no ade de be ye wo no until now, be a good mass. And you know, setting up or running other things. So I need the way he's fighting corruption. I want the office now. But the manuba see or National Service Secretariat. Yes, we a Juma National Service Secretariat. Mo akunya. Eh, be a sebi winye Jumada. Who say why you Jumada? Until you don't you have worked before. You have experience. A political appointees. I do mo come winye Jumada. Ne do question National Service Secretariat. 2,000 salary. All of a sudden, you are taking 15,000 or 16,000 as your salary. I also, Benji salary than I say 16,000.
You should be content with it.
Thank you. Yeah, no media 3,000 here, 2,000 here, 4,000 here. Yeah, managing is how. Yeah, me a deputy director in Ghana Education Service, and my salary is around 3,500, 3,600. Because of my managing. Yeah. Now you do I go to National Service Secretariat. Yeah. Now afa nipa 80,000 at your share. Yeah. Nipa ba akope ye din onunko ni di 264 ye repeating di say Yaa Titi sabako 264
including someone from Rwanda.
Including somebody from Rwanda outside this country. Now ya nipa kono iji say sika no a yanka wo ye ba kono nanka wajai because every month you be 50 million Ghana cedis. And 50 million Ghana cedis is almost 50 billion every year, every month. Yeah. And to why you back nanka we jai. Thank you. Yeah. Enka uko domi constituency. Enka uko domi constituency. And that's yes. And that's a assignment constituency. That's a party for ma so. Ya famuntu national service impona munya bi ndimpo. Enka no will not blame you that much. Unipa ba ko pe. Utumi di nipa 80,000, 81,000. Edin di shen kratemu but sumi bia wo 720 times 80,000 enya 50 million Ghana cedis every month. Na when jai na why the for 4 years am ya ba becho adai ya so wonya 20 million was say came on 10 million die bio na wo pre say nipa ba ko pe wonya 50 million every month 50 billion every month adai 50 billion Ghana cedis every month. Na nipa kunu da wa ye na NPP form Ferrari say wo mu ye na ye nipa ba ko po nipa ba ye nwotwe ba ye nkunu wo mu nyina nim say ne ye didie nti bosome so anu akwagoje bosome so anu we akwagoje ne ye yisika na ba ne ya cha mo no mudie wo se me ba ba ye true state of the nation address in 6 weeks. Yeah. With that say
for ombekono am say on person muntra opposition enche nti no omo mu jijileje
Richard is asia na me hu say pray you obeto bo
because I'm sure say they want to be in opposition for very long. It's say you say you kwakoye orientation. Orientation is about training the people, the new entrants especially. On the currently we have about 90 new members of parliament fresh. Our mo call parliament da. Our multi parliamentary business no or so they need to run you through the system and we anya idea e dey for flow idea every year no omoye e dey training almost the be also catch up with the members of parliament and more parliament
adadafo no
na you say kwa orientation ya mo na say o say on kwa already no Ghana for cry kasa kan people no with their Mr. Okongo with their mini minority numbers of put parliament. Okay, tablet and farm now follow parliamentary proceedings to save costs. Some of their catch some parliament. And then no muntina fi say person save costs here. Then no muntina fi say be ya on follow parliamentary proceedings. Because some na man kwa no enya hwe.
E wo mu anya ma.
It is also one call for orientation. So you are doing your own people and you'll be yourself.
When him say MPs na be kura free complaining.
They are complaining because second minority speaker of parliament. Second speaker of parliament. Orientation no call here. Was it Afenyo marking air cannon or because he has been in parliament for a very long time. So he understands how things supposed to be. Who's minority leader? Afenyo marking, and you know back channel say orientation adebia ehunhia, and I said there's any kind of bias in it. You know, remember before members of parliament and for this kind of orientation. And you know, I'm of the firm belief say Afenyo marking every before so if they will advise themselves about Afenyo, if they choose to follow Afenyo, say, "Oh man, you extra ko anymore." Yeah, me massa ko for way. Mo be tran kana so 8 good years ah. Must sell my way I poto. Da ben and Afenyo mark be who say orientation ade bia ehu yi. I boka. E can you say what was his alternative? Afenyo marking. No na person say no. No ye minority leader, mini minority leader. Okuta the few no man. No na person want chire say yam ko your orientation wo ha na say ko no ha. Alternative be no provided the man any who is okay. Be Mr. say ade e ko Protest Serene Hotel no. Ade bia e bo man ka. Enti wo person anya no ha say. The say whether it is okay.
Another pressure am nyo chamber wa.
It was previous years no. Sani ya na. Sani ya no previous years. Say yes sani ya no previous years They not dancing on no person. This time on no mini minority no. Or person follow that line. I mean, there be a case. Afenyo always want to be in the news headline. He always want to be in the news headline. And you know, to get the public attention that Afenyo is working. Afenyo is working. Hey, Afenyo the oyebio or yadio. And you know, hey, yemonamo. This that kind of thing. But NPP for coalesce in 2024 with the same posture. With the same posture. They continue to do it the same way. And they lost the election overwhelmingly. And Afenyo has channeled the same path again. So I'm not surprised. Now, I'm sure say Ghanaians are watching. Many penny de la can say. Anka Udie Obinka say men criticize the government. Men criticize NPC. Amamu we are koso. Amamu non kasampono. After a form government, you know. Sectors will be required as we speak now. I am people for the CU. So, young form ye. I see crash or that's what you want. MPP need and that's all. MPP need that's what you see you on. And the Afenyo marking. Answer, and I make us say Afenyo is just being petty. He's being petty. Among Afenyo form of government. And that can relax it. Not observe, not take note of whatever is happening. In a gradual process, you understand what your mama really want to do for this country. Now, okay, hey. Now, me need your open to magic. Now, me catch and say, on can I come to me? Yes, I say, John Dramani Mahama is not like Akufo-Addo. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is not like Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They don't play with the intelligence of Ghanaians. And then they don't misinform Ghanaians. We are come to build this country. We promise that we are going to run this economy with a 24-hour economy policy. And this policy is going to change this country. And I'm so much sure that we have a nation to build. Ghanaians should be so much confident in John Dramani Mahama. Things are bad as we speak. Emma, Honorable former majority leader. Ose chairman sabo zukwa admit yeka amna dokodoko Akufo-Addo ko 2 years na enim de odi be ya ose offer national cathedral yi yeka ho asem wa admit say enema be blame people for year no in government na enema bone na enema pa enti wa admit say NPP for aye enema basa asel man we $58 million this national cathedral $78 million. So can say the boo man we are. Any man bet my year. And then Afenyo market na can farm pay. On cash na you training members of parliament. Would also there be not just say who Afenyo the knowledge you have in parliament, the experience you have in parliament. You don't want your other members of parliament which belongs to the minority side to also benefit. You don't want them to broaden their scope in terms of knowledge area. And so you are denying them the orientation. Afenyo is being selfish. He is being selfish in the sense that he doesn't want his fellow minority members of parliament to grasp the parliamentary business. And nothing else are. And yes, be a Sikano doso do. And yes, be a Afenyo ne to see no. And yeah, so what of voters are in hotel? Wouldn't say the whole city. Me my coping. I know how the place is. It's a befitting place. When you are to see a venue for all this, you need to consider security aspect as well. You cannot just go and then choose any other area. Now, Afenyo marking and come expecting him to say, and Excellency John Dramani Mahama eba parliament, eba deliver the State of the Nation address, and come born abaso. It's say, Usha ministers are President Akufo-Addo running the government for 8 good years now. Now, Usha the Nama Excellency John Dramani Mahama or can you brand now opposition? Now, so Yankupon ya dom Ghana for Yanimu. Arreshemo to abandon side man no ministers are say what the boo man because I'm a new system no. I think the numbers are around 56 or 54. 56. And John Dramani Mahama need a salutation. We all need to salute him and commend him. And probably Abeka say, you choose to be a idea Kabia Bagana. And that shouldn't be coming from minority. Or say, come on, some man, mama. Say, what reducing the number? I think, say, the first time now running around 126. Yes, 126 ministers. And now you reduce it by over 50%. Because 120 times 60 times 2 will give you 120. 6 account. Until you reduce over 66 ministers. Akufo for more ya for more procurement ministry. Only this can you know and go ministry no. For more special business development ministry. Any to one village, one dam, yeah, who dam no, or we are no and go ministry no. And for more don't go development ministry. Only this can you know and go ministry no. Now I'm pleading with Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Say all these ministries are Akufo form here in his first administration now. Some ministries now with this canon, they should go and investigate. Because in Qatar, ideas are contracting now. We suspect say never be home. Because also the scope and the work I did man one village, one dam project now. And then most of the site I don't see a dam there. So there's something wrong. And I'm very sure say you can see a front Qatar, a lot of people will hold accountable. Empty Afenyo marking. Where you'll be up a news headline. Afenyo marking, he's just being petty. Afenyo marking want to deny his fellow minority members of parliament from getting knowledge. What I say, from accessing the knowledge or no Afenyo or one on percent other minority members of parliament. Afenyo marking deserve to applaud His Excellency John Dramani Mahama for reducing members of parliament from 128 of Akufo-Addo, 26 of Akufo-Addo to 60. Say the bear Ghana people will say, Ampa, Abaya 2 years, Sankofano, Yakofo be a all Ghana public person. It's not that of your leader.
All right, Della. I have a way to go MP to send experience in talk or to your microphone.
Because you're training.
Time MPP for Obia Obebua Baumia. Normally party nako opposition. Omko yi napo. Eno mi enu yi na ye kan se. Napo die. Ozo jamasem. Napo na me wini. Napo die omko opposition. The MPP needs somebody who will help the party to stay in opposition. They went for Opon Nkrumah no ho.
Yeah.
They went for Afenyo market. Afenyo market say Afenyo be rare politics ama Ghana for what here. T. First of reasons. You say MPs nyina mo nko. Na ye nkyere mo ekwan ya ye fa so a mo ye mo djuma of parliament. It is a wonim nyansa sabi unka se wo ma wo nkrofo enko. Because a member of parliament is sorry our parliament so be kasa ye wo mra e so this one. And she said onko no nkosua de na se wo so mane nko de a let us wo mpese ye veti MPP ba ko sorry e kasa e ka bibi e mo bi ka chele say it is not parliamentary. Unparliamentary proceed unparliamentary. And the Afenyo marking ye nyina enim say obi a wo eda wo ba parliament first day. You do go through parliamentary procedure, who orientation. I mean, a channel. Obia Obeko, Juman Fufrobia. Your orientation, mamma, who said the Juman. Yet the Afenyo mark, why you be that? Nothing, a drew MPP MPs, so no so Munko Sia said ye woman Yanwa, Wafa, Yako Hoa. Obia driving from here to who? 1 hour 30 minutes or 2 hours, you are in who? And the MP don't to win to petrol and go. No, to be my bribe, and my delegate 2,000, 3,000, 5,000. At a fridge in the TV, the ma delegate. Say I'm 12 a man. On to me for 200, 400, and top petrol go home. Son up when you make it. Yeah. What? Upon you make it catch and say it is expensive. Yeah. Into now, woman call. Only are not on press is expensive. And so upon your market in the constituency or check TV, check fridge. Check watch, check mobile phone. Emma 1,000, 2,000 delegate into Ababa. Obaka when you mark in the fee, then the pass line. No, Jessica. Monto petrol 400 cities, 500 cities, go. na yen kire mo said ye juma of parliamentary procedure when him say how to file a motion, how to speak to on the floor no o se mo nkro phone ko reasons are woman yen kasa o se course dia and the membisa say under Nana Akufo na the ministers here 126 the case league 126 ye kasa Ghana for kasa say ebinsi da wo wiasima ye who obia o man bia ministers here more than 90 boda Nana Akufo ye 126 Afenyo Maki was part of this parliament. He never spoke about cost, hypocrisy, double standard. One can watch it. And then we are 80. Yatsemu number if you 137 about 80. Yasemu unko ho na munko suya said your parliamentary proceedings. No, yeah, parliamentary juma. Was young call because the boy day. Wait, Sabi. Mentiazio. Ya mentiazio map ni payo. Papa mentiazio manu. Na ya unni mu ama men kan kire odeti na me se unni so. Na na Akufo do time na ye independence anniversary na ye di fin kran. Na de kokupase. Na de ko ho, na de ko bolga tanga. Yes, every year bi na spend 150 billion. Every year biao you spend 150 billion just for celebration or 6 months. Aba we buy or sit there be ya be ni kakra bi ye di a birthday there you cut your coat according to your size. You nkoto na ntwe me kuma nkwala enwe wa bra wontu nkwala school fees say me di me birthday enti ye ndi nyansem na mo ye no ya say wo hwe e ka bia na wo mo bo independence day no. That's how compared to parliament for parliamentary members of parliament. NDC for Accra. Sami dey fit take you over. Or one day sir no my invitation say nyina yambra ko communicators in the field. Nyina drive ko ho e bi no fu car ko ye and I say my young for left e ko ho e ko di ho 3 days. Sa hotel no mo call. E di 3 days Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening and the eba. Your orientation, my almost every we did communication. Sad, yes, I'm here, and at Yabapaway. Sa orientation, as I'm going take you through the following year, not the Ecopidiasi. A Pudiasi, your caucus, your mama, or invited your mama, or invited General Secretary, or he invited Chairman of the party. Woman in Abba, the last one, General Mosquito, the Baye. Woman in Abba. How do they do to minority? Those women about the share near Cassa said the young Cassa radio said, "Hey, you create a year at the party of power." And then we are member of parliament. You are talking about myself in Chuma and Ponia. Wouldn't in parliament, Juma. But I never see you said, "Yeah, no." Said you obey issue statement. So obey lay bail. Say obey so Cassa will be a floor. Say no, we are standing order no procedure that is saying. You know why yet? Musi yen crop for your minority for the young cock. Who you to me with Nakasika and found full car and found cock and young cock. What you know what I want to say? And the idea, if you say members of parliament, they need to go and learn. At the banana money, the young ones who have just they need to go and learn the procedures so that they will be so that they'll be effective. Yes. Mavis new members of parliament. They name the procedure of doing things. They have to go and learn. And it takes only 3 days or 4 days or 1 day, 1 week. Now in any case, I had the same budget. 1 year from 1996. The same budget. Because on my day, obedi and game, say, asa. Bibian can be. That's why a minority leader. That's what I say. Yeah, na you don't go say kakra. Yeah, Sefim kakra. They say, Afenyo Maki the leader of the minority side. But in the member bakwa catcher say some kind of sabi nyanse ni. Say, young konko suya DNA ma serve young crop for. Na me a member of parliament of the NPP side. And come catch up Afenyo Maki say meko. Because me fa say tafon pankrano for the twapa mami. And my parliament. Yes, me unko na me ko suya de say ye adwuma no. Me say me unko. Kona ko suya de say de ye ade of parliament. Wo say me unko. As I say majority say minority leader say me unko. Na me unko. Enti na wo say MP no adwe de wutino nya wo dia. Because if you are independent minded and you are not controlled by a reckless minority leader, you will have to go. Until the Afenyo market came in, tears you Ghana way. One more want to make a such a Afenyo market and as one number. Yeah, that's right. They are all and yet Takashibi or your parliament or the Katani Nimguasia, NPP and Nimguasia and so. As I say, a year papa, if I'm not coming about on Tiaba Cassette. Ghana for fancha woman and say defeat no Nkugo no wo di no it has disorientated them ama wo ma dina boom and you the about Afenyo market here no the ferry en muguasie Nkugo and ode the oye nyina parliament nti the oye nyina hu say say woni Afenyo market di nkomo wo outside parliament oba inside parliament no that to tuga ana we yeah we are member of parliament when did you come over oba jina wo kasa agro bi no aka nti papa no me say members of parliament will learn will notice his behavior and stay away from him and let him continue with his reckless behavior there. We don't care about whatever he says. Now, many I can say one can Richard Richard can say one can and then the answer me Richard said say NPP for fee say one will call home a car our buy no the best room say 187 one parliament for 4 years and Hagana Nipa NPP former or minority 87 no say woman in your magazine say yeah parliament bio for 4 years na yentua wo mo ka yemfa sika no che Ghana because the NDC has absolute majority e mo to e bia enti some person mo cut course dia and yes NPP for minority leader catch na wo nkro for say wo mo coffee mama wo mo parliament bio because wo no money it is insignificant na Ghana for yen civil sika no na ye fan ko boa free SHS
Zelensky pese ode ne mineral natural minerals or ecope security our have meeting no boya hu komo kakra e de na ba ya wo mantimi ansipo na wo hwe dia ekosu yikura Russia and America Ukraine rather Ukraine and America enkomo ya akoye enkomo sini ensunsanso no ebe ya de
First of all, Russia and Ukraine war and said starting from way back in 2014. But before then, no hope. But in 2014, and Russia escalated here. We decided said region be and our town be a friend Crimea. Obeji Crimea no, because Crimea for no. It was inhabitants of about 700,000 to 1 million. Almost said they are not Ukrainians. Now only they are Russians. Anything. Time almost to Russia-Ukraine border. Ukraine for the almost free Russia Federation and Gorbachev. Anybody is using. Not this conversation of Crimea say on per se or better Ukraine. But not that time, no Putin. Putin was just a mayor. Nemo, I used to see your president Boris Johnson and Gorbachev, Mikhail, and the border to an amount for Ukraine. So this issue, Ukraine forces to say, more in Crimea, more your family Ukrainians, your person Ukrainians, but passport is no. And then Russia, a before buyer in 2014, or for say, or be annexed northern 21 day or your passport, Marco 700,000. Get say, wow, first about Russia, mono. And then you pass 700,000 for the Russia passport. And a Russia saying, you and Croatia here. So, whereas the liberty of the people is infringed on, and I say, it has been a year, they have the right to. Can't remember so much joining. And a issue here. Ukraine for a far Donbass region ho. A year Ukraine, a year Omo Crimea, a year Mariupol, Kakran, and a problem we see by it. Now, and then a man, NATO, EBE, Russia, and free. Your friends, the NATO block. And Russia, you NATO, and also NATO Russia free block in the moment. Now there were two vital agreements about NATO Russia Council agreement and what the whole. And about NATO Russia Council agreement and what the whole. And then yes I work in 2002 Russia NATO Funding Act and so on. Oman this enyama we nyina except say Russia Free Federation free NATO 2014. Now time now in the 90s now Gorbachev at the Ukraine at the map Ukrainians or Titi breakaway republics in the map Azerbaijan Emufifimu and Uzbekistan Tajikistan Afghanistan they know more that in the 70s and Georgia and Lithuania sa omina free Russia Federation no now Russia Putin mayor president no and what can say no now Chechnya and so best starting of no way one tears here and Ukraine they on the baby and the didima a koba say almost conflict of Crimea yamamonko yes so say a Russians and to qualify Russia and or starting with military operations. So or military operations or Ukrainian army at the free Crimea because Crimea for no Russians. They don't care about the border between the Russians. And the operations 9 years German and was saying okay Montiate the money abakudia may invade that region in Mariupol, Donbass region obey invade. And to invade Donbass region a holding a big problem now. UK here and Argentina and one in the back. That time it was military invasion. It just started from operation about invasion. About invasion, it got to a point that Europe transit. So they would have resolved the issue. And Boris Johnson, UK Prime Minister, a day before some agreements and look at him said, Monkoko, Europe. That was the genesis of the troubles here. Omar Kabudi. Now, after 1 year of military invasion of Russia in Ukraine, Ukraine fighting, then Russia said, okay, myself here there, and I'm declaring a full war. What does it mean? A full war there, or we need not conquer Ukraine, or give Ukraine back. And yet Russia or Ukraine say so more or conquer anything I am a war, or we need war there. Ukraine ceases to be a Ukraine, an independent nation. But Ukraine becomes part of Russia Federation again. And Europe, the 30-member organization of Europe and North Atlantic called the NATO. Omono, it started say under Joe Biden, Boris Johnson, any others. And we started say, how do we call it? But then, time now, the funding act between Russia and NATO. And at the Russia-NATO Commission agreement, even that time, no, now Russia is part of NATO. Can say all the breakaway republics, which are them, Georgia, Ammonia, they are doing free federation. Opiani Obetimaya, Russia, the neighbor, now Asaye, NATO member. What does it mean? What it means instead? Europe was 3.5 million populated army. And a 30 member between the Europeans and the North Americans now, Atlantic organization for NATO. No. So we obey free Russia Federation. Ultimately join it because by a member there, none the security. Any Russian, I so much a bit rough. And a NATO and understand NATO Russia Commission agreement. And one by NATO Russia Council, and we are 1997, NRC, no, Omdi and also for. And Tiakwabani said, Ukraine for Nazi at no point, I'll be to me, I am NATO member. And said Russia in Ukraine, your problem. If we are say Ukraine apply for NATO membership, I'm a NATO forum against the three pacts now, almost the time, then funding pact, the funding act. The commission agreement and then your friend Russia NATO Council no say NRC and someone can say I mean I didn't talk away but now America under the presidency or management of Joe Biden. Joe Biden sided with Europe. And no, you imagine, say, Russia, Ukraine, but here is the case. Ukraine, a country. NATO, on your country. NATO, a member state. Now, almost funding act in a Dahona. At any given time, any member country, any of the 30, only Russia, delay, only delay in the capacity set, equal level because Russia is an independent nation on its own. Now, security agreement, it is the same agreement that Russia and NATO. What does it mean? What it means is that Russia, now you're a NATO member country. Russia no fa say one Germany beko akoko. On fa ho say one Russia beko akoko, ni Poland beko. On fa so ni Czech Republic beko. And on fa ho say one Austria beko akoko. In short no, any member state bia or what NATO no, Russia wo ho kwan say obetimi na akọ because a organization and a Russia country. And this is the issue. Nanka Joe Biden any world leaders at the time no solve it. And no man solve because of one minerals resources are the Ukraine war, and the mineral resources are Russia war, and now foodstuffs in Europe, Holland, Sabi, Ghana Vokopa, and Coco, and that's a frozen chicken every Holland. I'm saying it on your medium, so Holland would not assassin or the food. Then Coco and a back home and every Holland, and then every Ukraine. And see, in Europe, oil, whatever, name them. In Ukraine and Russia. And Europeans in the field said, cut Russia. The same gas now, and oil now, talk to Russia. Ukraine to one again, to meet Ukraine. And Sabi, American neighbor said, fuck off Russia. And now, Russia for Muslim step. On no, attacking Ukraine. On any the source of gas supply. And I'm going economic embargo. Now, one man economic embargo. Tonight, where you need free MT one work for the platforms, international scope. You may be, but who we are, also fight through agents, Ecotonic gas, Ecoton Russia oil, Etoni PBR. Into Russia with all the sanctions and are benefiting. And Russia, the size, and in the army. You're too bigger. Whereas Ukraine here 44 million, Russia number about 160 million populated in the country. Apart from that, the army is about 5 times the size. And you can't weaponry. It will even be difficult, say the American crown will be to conquer Russia. And we know the history is there. A person come here in American rape. Russia called moon American quiet. And in American and Russia superpower no more World Security Council, UN Security Council. Sabobia Saudi. Now Russia for say Cuba on America any problem in the 60s but American for say Cuba country be a communist. What are they referring to? Russia and find a tank and mad the ocean between America and Cuba. What does it mean? 90 kilometers away from Havana, not just over Florida. American for Russia and Argentina could defend Cuba. Almost say we're defending Russia. And the same thing on the side, on the year Ukraine NATO agreement, any Georgia money, Star countries, Belarus, at the same thing. And in Tokyo, Europe and Sobo. And now one who say the same, a war. Now, Joe Biden, every horn. America's car said no, over 350 billion. I'm the command Ukraine. Sicano. Trump said on it on it. And this officer of protecting Omra, Omesa agreement. What does it mean? It means that I didn't know be a Juma America. Yet in the tax. Now you have Sicano. You had to come to Ukraine on the Russian for what? What is America gaining? Only the for Europeans to know now said Ukraine you close. And to troop Ukraine, that's border in Poland. Or Poland. The other border on the east. Or Romania. owura Romania, owura Bulgaria, wabetias in Europe. Ofa Poland, there was Czech Republic and Germany as a hooting start. Well, we are middle Europe. And Europeans said that benefit against no America. And Chrono on for America to cap and found room. And it's our person or the big room with ya. Mineral resources, bra. No who said or wow. But here is the case, and let us understand. Trump and said, Yaa Titi, or Jimmy Ranukwa could you to any yakoko. No. Or say, or Jimmy resources now. America be protecting interest. It's you now, or the Bama. Uncle found a Apache helicopter, 12 million, Banco. Now Joe Biden, they are broad. Now you Russia for up to no mass. ICBM, Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, we buy for $1.2 million. No, the amount now to put a damn part on America being. And the time last month, Bebacho, my background, you don't see Kakra.
Okay,
thank you very much.
All right.
And the time Global Security Council in Munich, which I myself just returning, I happen to be in Munich at the time, for whichever reason, it's a different thing. Yeah. At that time, J.D. Vance and a very representative from in the U.S. Obama on the side meeting conference between America and Ukraine of this indication that Zelensky said, we are not prepared to support you because Europe 4% young America. You must sponsor a fighter. Omun benefit because me 31 and in two Beza from the quackers, America and a back. Europe and Fanny why? And he said, Europe is very fragile. European country be individual country. UK ultimately Russia. France individual as a country ultimately Russia, ultimately stand 2 minutes. And to France, now you UK. That is England and Africa. No free European army. Omen to combine it with any Russia cooperation. Poland, they can't. It's not possible. Russia, or you're not doing so on Russia, Ukraine back one, and your friends have Russia, Poland. Now, European countries are one million Europe. A lot of them, only neutral land. Denmark, or conventional war, how will you to or humanitarian into a medical. Germany Nankasano, the history and the German defense law, German Defense Act. German army is not supposed to hold gun and fight any country. But they go as a UN or they go as a NATO on humanitarian. Country where Europe ultimately you alongside NATO, Spain, Italy. Your friends say UK and your friends in France. Belgium, NATO Center, went to Minko, European Union Commission, went to Minko. Joe Belgium army cannot fight. Austria, Red Cross Nation, went to Minko. Switzerland, on your part of all this. Romania, Usaso Betraso Koka, Russia and Toka. Bulgaria, on Timinkoka. Czech Republic, on Timinkoka. Now, by the breakaway Republic of Yugoslavia, Croatia, Slovenia, Serbia, Bosnia Herzegovina, Montenegro, and Albania, Tirana, Albania, Kosovo, San Corona, European Union, membership. They cannot stand even 1 second because Serbia will take care of them. And Serbia is still a Russia ally. It's how block will be intimate now. When UK echo support Russia. And Trump said, I will not do it. Until all the men are in the bar. Mama won't you. It's a new business as you said. Near the true, near the abroad, near the gunships, near the way, near the above, near the hypersonic, near the above. Now Russia to keep it up. Now we make it noise. Say, why then do this? I'm winning the fight. And Trump look at your face. Say, you have killed, and Russia is killing 100,000 of your people. Yeah. But because Joe Biden and CNN and then the BBC and the British, they are painting a gloomy and different picture. to the world. But you lose truth. The Americans are involved. And told them their cost war. So Jan Tokwano, Nesable country. Nasa, it is about the region, Yanka Wasam. What's it that be? You have to come and fight. You have to come and help. So Joe Vance, JD Vance, Musa said, to come and help you for what? Now, it is the history for the first time in the world for any country, say a president who is Trump and a president who is Zelensky. Now, president of a host nation called America, nobody did the vice president as at him. This is what the boy should have gotten it diplomatically. Said, no, these people mean business. They mean business. It is not diplomatically even correct, which, of course, I give him saying diplomacy. Trump went overboard. But they wanted to intimidate the boy. And I know Trump, on your diplomatic inclined. But J.D. Vance, he is. And J.D. Vance is arrogant more than Trump. And it's insanity there. Look here. Let's catch this boy. And to look at how they handled him. Whilst you are talking, before the cameras of America say, keep quiet. You don't respect. You have to respect America. What are they trying to say? United States is calling the shots.
I was even having challenge with the way I'm treating because of the dressing. Listen. One, America, the world's most indispensable nation, the biggest democracy, apart from India, is America. Now, who called the United States? Zelensky dress code, which is called the signature. And it been a mature Iba Hana Montias and a friend say, Ghana for say, Adena, a man, a Traore, at the uniform, at the back room. The signature, no. And to Zelensky, United States here, if you are coming to visit United States presidency, the dress code, apart from, say, how do we call it? A native African country, Nigeria, how will be an official dress code of the Nigeria president is 3 pieces, Abaja. Another Mali president was Sheikh Kaftan, a Sheikh. Any other country that conforms with, let's say, either the English standard and now which other standards, Oh, but you have to be in suit and in a tie. Okay.
Any American, even the quick reference, Africa, Gabon, Obia Onim Gabon presidency. So the T-shirt cry now said, what are your friends that are thoughts for her? You have to wear tie. It is shown, it's something Ukraine president should have known that. And your military you are going for business. So yes, Omar handled a year, he could have done it behind the closed doors. But they wanted to disgrace himself. Even you, we shouldn't have allowed you to come to the Oval Office with military uniform. But what are then I say? So we are not tolerating revolutions.
Okay.
But one step, share Europe in there, Europe one so.
Yeah.
America what say? Normally no, diplomatic the bamano checklist no. Meaning say America what share that man can't dress in one them. But they know say when American state visitor, you're supposed to wear suit.
Yeah.
And one share share that here day. The bamboo in the face. Now, say without any agreement for your mineral resources, US cannot commit. And you are losing troops. And it's come back. When you are prepared for business, come back. Look at the way the gentleman got angry. Look at diplomatically how first time in history of United States, Obia called the presidency and the Oval Office, White House. Now I'm sorry about Kokran, US official about Kukran Kujan. What are they telling you? Go and sit in your car. Yes, we gave you the car to the airport. Fuck off. And for me, for Zelensky to feel that bossy, to feel that arrogance, to exhibit that kind of machoism, it is when said you can't give what you don't have.
Yeah.
If you have the men and you're calling the shot, fight with Russia with your money. Why should Ghana bring money? And there's a problem I had with His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo at the UN General Assembly 3 years ago, trying to tell the world when Ghana was giving the podium, and that Nana was saying that any bomb that hits on Ukrainian target affects the Ghanaian pocket, which to me was very down below the belt. Okay. Because you know when you Europe, when you're NATO member, when Europe baby, Russia and Ukraine, Qatar, you don't go and stand the international podium and try to portray that you wanted to be, yes, an African president is speaking. They look at you, that the next day, no, we will in the Ukraine now, so therefore, Trump, much as you and I, sorry?
Yeah, no make us Ukraine, we are saying the car. Yes, we are quite what to say.
What's it? Much as Trump, or you're undiplomatic.
Yeah.
Yaa Titi.
Yeah.
Trump is not a diplomatic, he's a businessman.
Yeah.
And he's running America like an enterprise. Yes, we may not understand some of his policies.
Yeah.
But between you and I, or say, main fact Ghana tax, can President Mahama tell me, say, Yaa Titi nya juma. No one say, yantitin the tax, yantitin social security. Now President Mahama is here, wakiska no abum. Now you say, Congo, on Rwanda. Now Ghana say, we discuss about Congo, we are African Union members. Is that right?
No. You're crying, penny.
So who is talking? And sometimes people don't want to understand the simple things that we don't want any world war. We don't want any. In any case, Ukraine cannot escalate any world war. That is a fact. But the reality on the ground is also that America is not prepared. And the more Europeans now must return to them, commit your money, and you don't want to do it. How do you fit in Europe? Why are you closer to the war? Shall there be American war? And Russia and agents on the America. Now, Europe on India, much meaning so one European NATO, I could keep you our Russia border. Obetima decided to attack Sweden. Obetima decided to attack Germany. Now, Germany can't go war. Russia, those days, every country in our down. A flat country, no. Until France, America, US, everything they say, woman. Germany never ever prepared. Anything won't call any fight. Want you only UN and a chicken cocoa. Over time, German infrastructure, Russia, only 10 seconds. And I mean that team hitting German central Berlin. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Only UK, no, it takes only that 10 to 20 minutes. What you mean, your friend said, Buckingham Palace. Do you think the UK or Paso yes idea na? It's almost to American friends Cameroon. Trump so anti-assay. That is the genesis of where we are. And for me, like any other person else, the reality is what President Trump put out there. Said, you are losing over 100,000 troops. Whatever is coming out from Europe, our BBC near Dadinga, it's a fake news. And they know it's a fake news. And you, the boy, says that if we have the weapons, we can finish the fight in 3 days. Manufacture and get your weapons and finish the fight with Russia in 3 days. Why should America commit their money for you? Not Ghana, America for what Ghana for any young Yamawa. Obia tax. A Johnny Biden, we're Biden. Any of this economic situation, it is affecting because America was spending much on Ukraine. And now Trump will say, for what? Yes, undiplomatically, he used a word, if you listen to the judge, or say, I'm not going to do what our stupid president spent 350 billion on you for nothing. And he meant it, and it is a fact. He meant it, and it's a fact. And yeah, it is a very complex situation. Yeah. Europeans really play hide and seek game. Holland, only need to emphasize for baby other. Where you have flexible country, very rich, very quiet. Tell me, as a journalist, we New Holland Prime Minister. What's in New Holland Prime Minister Castada? No. Belgium, one any Prime Minister, no. The richest nation, Luxembourg, what's the Prime Minister Canada? Okay. The only Prime Ministers we hear in Europe, only France, German Prime Minister, UK Prime Minister, Omar Italian Prime Minister, and a Spanish sometimes. Obia ye neutral land white voting seeker. What's in Luxembourg? Oscar Switzerland. But what's in Inca? Luxembourg capital is saying winning. One in Luxembourg, Liechtenstein, there are only 300,000 between Italy and president. Oh, it's catch as president. What's a Liechtenstein Canada? Or no matter maybe Ukraine a Chinyamatin country. No. Austria, my country, they are silent. What is Austria Prime Minister Wakasada? They don't involve in world politics. Until the NATO block now, Holland. America, for you said, a band of Europeans to them for the troop to map. It's on an uncle for Buffalo Soldier, US Marine, US SEAL, US Navy, no more Kona, Russia, Mekumu. No matter machines. In the good name, say defend Ukraine. Now, mineral resources, yeah, yeah, I said, what to be that?
Well, party and the TV that.